Hi, folks. We are back again to listen to some music together and talk about it. And this time around, we are listening to Kokto Tamil and their latest track called Puzhudhi. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Please correct us with the correct pronunciation. But yeah, what a track. So, we were just talking about what a track it is. And we will both talk about, share our experiences after we have listened to it. Anything to add from your side?
No, can't wait. Can't
All
wait
right,
at
let's
all.
do it. Let's do it. Three, two, one, play.
Coke Studio Tamil. Subscribe now.
எழுந்தது சேனை எழும் இருந்தது பாரின் முதுகு விழுந்தன காண மலையும் விருந்தரையான திசைகள் அதிர்ந்தன 4 திசைகள் அடங்கின 7 கடல்கள் விரிந்தன மூரி மலைகள் பிறந்தது தூளி படலம் அதிர்ந்தன 4 திசைகள் அடங்கின 7 கடல்கள் விரிந்தன மூரி மலைகள் பிறந்தது தூளி படலம் புழுதியால் வறண்டன 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 புழுதியால் 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 புழுதியால்
Crazy, crazy track.
வறண்ட புனிதையில வாந்தவர மன்னர ஒயவீரமுள்ள ராசாவ ஒயவீராத்தி வீரவன
The backing vocals are adding so much darkness.
Throughout Coke Studio Tamil, the backing vocals
ஒய மாரோட சாஞ்சவர ஒய வீரமுள்ள ராசாவ ஒய வீரமுள்ள ராசாவ
கலி கரக்கவே
I just love this part.
பறக்கவே புவி நிலைக்கவே புயல் சுரக்கவே கலி கரக்கவே புவி பறக்கவே புவி நிலைக்கவே புயல் சுரக்கவே புவி நிலைக்கவே
Oh, Whew.
Brilliant. All right. Hmm.
Yeah, experience, right?
I know.
Experience.
I was just saying to you before the technical glitch that I know this is my favorite Coke Studio Tamil track so far. I can easily rank it my favorite. I don't remember when was the last time I enjoyed listening to metal. It's not, I would say, too metally, but still, I don't remember the last time I enjoyed listening to this genre.
We have talked multiple times that metal hasn't been our cup of tea because, not because it has never been, but because in current part of our lives,
Hmm.
it doesn't fit,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
It might have, it might fit in the future. In past, we might have enjoyed it. In current lives, um, it doesn't. But this is the perfect example and definition of purpose-driven music,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
Throughout Kokchu Tamil, throughout every single track, we have talked about that the each single track has a purpose, has is meaningful,
Mm-hmm.
brings a
Mm-hmm.
lot of value into the world, right? They are creating a lot of value, a lot of purpose, meaning. This is not different. And when music is done, regardless of what kind of genre uh, is added, is used, right?
Hmm.
The purpose is delivered uh, where you have a theme, you have a message that you wanna embody.
Hmm.
In this particular track, it was delivered with metal and all because it was fitting. It was fitting the darkness that it needed, the
Hmm.
violence it needed, the
Violence is the
punches,
correct word. Yeah.
the punches it needed was delivered brilliantly, brilliantly.
Hmm.
Yeah,
True.
man.
I mean, there are so many things to talk about this track, but I'll keep it concise. The band, Jhanu, the way they have performed not only through, I mean, instruments and voice, but their presence on the stage itself, and how intensely they were present in the moment. You use the term violence, and this track required that, and how they are just
But
completely into it.
a violence, not in a in a negative
Absolutely, in a
with
negative way.
negative connotations.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yes, sometimes I need violence while I'm doing the dishes because it requires some force.
Okay, that's
That doesn't mean it's a
okay.
so
All right.
just to clarify.
No, okay. I don't remember when I needed violence during the dishes, but okay. But this is actually a celebratory track for the army or the soldiers who went to a war. And it's mentioned in the description as well that it's an ode to the brave-hearted heroes of Tamil Nadu, whom we have lost to the ravages of the war. So it required that particular violence, I would say, not in the negative connotation, but that dark theme that they have captured throughout this particular track. They have painted the entire picture. This song, if you know the context, you can completely visualize it in your mind the way they have
Absolutely.
arranged it from the beginning till the end, because in the end, if you see, they all come there comes a time when all of them are celebrating. They are all standing up, clapping, chanting. Even the other two vocalists, Muthu and Mutthammaal, they are also standing up and just celebrating because they are cherishing the return of their heroes from the war. Obviously there have been some casualties there. There are many people who have left this world because of that particular war, but they have come back triumphant, right? So they are celebrating that, and they have painted this entire picture through this music, and it was amazing, amazing. One thing that I want to mention, I think, when I listened to this particular track first, I remember that I had listened to these stanzas somewhere or similar sort of stanzas, and I recall that it was present in one of the A.R. Rahman tracks from a movie called Ravan, and it was also in a similar setting. I wouldn't say in the movie, but it was part of the original album of that particular movie. And I know that this context actually, or the genre that they have picked for this context, fits completely. There would be numerous renditions, but I haven't listened to any of them, by the way. But I can see that this rendition is probably one of the best that I could think of. If I would listen to other renditions, this would still stand out for me because of the way it has been done.
Credit to Jhanu, the
Jhanu, yeah.
band,
Hmm.
and the producers Arivu. Right, so let me begin by saying that my favorite part of this track was when the female artist did her part.
Hmm.
That was my favorite part, and I will come to why. And then the second favorite part, the second favorite, there are two favorite parts, right? And the
Hmm.
second one was when the other male artist sitting there
Hmm.
started singing, or expressing himself. These were my two favorite parts. But the platform because of which they became my favorite parts were provided by John themselves,
True. Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So the expression of grief that was done by the first female artist with the background vocalist, man, that was so dark. That was so
The
haunting.
depth, the depth that was added by
The
the backing
and
vocalist.
and again the platform, the bounding was provided by Janu's metal. That was so brilliant. That was so brilliantly done. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, yeah. And then when the other male artist began singing with the percussion, it says Parai percussionist,
Parai
right?
percussions, yeah. Hmm.
That was also done so
So,
brilliantly, so brilliantly, and the way it blended with metal,
mm,
man, something new. I mean, of course, it would have been done multiple times in the past, but the way they have delivered it, the way it captures the pride was amazing, right? So
true.
that stands out to me. Throughout the track, Janu have built this platform. They have produced intros and outros, but the way they managed to capture grief and pride was for the I cannot express in words how brilliant that was. And this is where when I say that it is very meaningful, purpose driven. They managed to convey the whole story, as you were saying.
Mm,
You
mm,
know, with all aspects of of people going to war, or
mm,
ravages of war,
mm,
as it says.
mm.
So, whew, in 4.5 minute track, they managed to
Capturing so
capture,
much, yeah. The
right?
the the attention to detail that you keep talking about was there even in the transitions that you see. When the part of the grief comes in, the transition is very
The
dark
light with lighting,
with lighting as well. True, true. I
right?
mean,
So, I was, this track, I realized that I would enjoy it more without the visuals, you know,
hmm,
and I was trying to just listen to it and not look at the visuals because they were distracting.
hmm,
It would distract me from the audio track itself. But when you do watch the video, the visuals were adding so much more gravity to such
true,
scenery, right? With
true.
when the female artist started expressing her grief, the lighting was so on point, the backing vocal was so on
So
point,
on
the
point.
whole arrangement. And when it came to Pride, the visuals, the way it was moving,
Hmm.
how it was captured, how is every single thing.
Everything.
And on top of that, the best thing that I've liked about Coxer Tamil is they the simplicity of all the artists. We
Hmm.
talk about
We
this every
keep
single
mentioning
track,
it, yeah.
right? Their wardrobe and everything. They don't care about superficial stuff.
True,
They, they
true.
they
Nothing
put
flashy.
all the effort where it is required,
True.
and nothing superficial, nothing materialistic, nothing too flashy. And it shows that all the effort was put into right place, and that's why the outcome is so great.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I would keep on listening to this particular track again and again, but I just want to mention a short thought that came into my mind just now. It would be a missed opportunity if this track is not being used by any IPL franchise as the anthem.
What?
I mean, if they win,
I
or at
Yeah.
least the music part, and not take the lyrics, just the music
Right.
of it could be used.
Right. Right. Yeah. So, I mean, World Cup is coming up, and I'm hoping one of those platforms do come up with
Oh yeah.
a track for it, right? And Kokshur Tamil, with their, with all the elements that they are doing right, I would be very excited if they do it. But
Yeah.
anyways, I'm happy that the Coke Studio of Tamil has been very consistent with their schedule, with their releases, unlike other platforms. So I'm looking forward to it. Worth mentioning that this is growing on me. Rudy is still my absolute favorite
I
track.
know. I know.
I'm still, it still surprises me that I would be listening to a track from a language that I know nothing about, from a region which the music of that region I know nothing about, and it mesmerizes me so much, that particular track.
True.
So and then this one, right? So they are raising the bar, they are pushing limits, and they
Setting
are
the
going global.
standards. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
They're setting
absolutely.
the standard. All right, let's conclude it here. We don't want to make it too long, but we loved it absolutely, and probably we could rant about it again and again. But yeah, let us know your thoughts around it. I don't know how we missed this particular track. Haris was just mentioning to me the other day on WhatsApp that how the hell did we miss this? And I'm still not sure why we missed this particular track. But yeah, keep enjoying good music and let us know your thoughts around it. We'll see you again. Take care. Goodbye.
Bye bye.